Yeah. Our fellow citizens need to understand that. You have some area you know, see the police are run up on them and do certain things. Not necessary. Well, the Almighty give me 1 year of national repentance, reconciliation, and commitment. From October, November 1993, you know. We clean up this nation, you know. But we should all unite in our section every year from the passing down to GP and King's House to Poorhouse and clean up the place, you know. 1997 election, they give me the message that it was not election time, it was national clean-up time. And one radio station in the Gleaner, I have the Gleaner copy right now when I pay for. It can't work. This. You notice every time them have this place like Grandspin and Augusttown, and them have this one place where them call I don't remember what them say them to down there. But after a while they go back to square one. Because when you start here, so them gone out, the criminal them gone to another place in Dervan. You know, so them sit down and quiet in another place and then rent them gun in Dervan. God help me.
Until they get bored, as one of them testified that them have to hot up the place because the place is too quiet.
Yes. And them go around the other place to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They rent the gun them to other areas and go around the other place to do things while them put them place quiet and it coming like the whatever the government doing working. Huh? No man, it can't work except them the nation accept this 1 year thing, you know. And everybody combine them effort with it. When me hear parade how many words that the state can read in some places there when I sit down here with this reading strategy for 30 years. Huh? And this mind power thing there when you can't change the nation except you change the mind of people. Here we are here now, say. Truck to them. Place one clean up and you can't find a truck driver. You hear that one there?
No.
Yes, the parade. So yesterday, the truck driver them gone out of the country. Why? They pay better. Why they pay better? Because them dollar have better value Dervan. For your program 2010, writing of this a program. But tell them God said, do something about the value of the Jamaican dollar in Dervan. We are down at 2010. And tell them to stop buy and sell the dollar. Stop peddling the dollar. Why do you think the people gone away just because the dollar now no value? And nobody's dealing with it. Why do you think life's so hard down here? The dollar has no value. We just go around the corner and do all kind of other things instead of do what is the right thing. Excuse me. Until them deal with the Jamaican dollar value Dervan, it now go nowhere. I don't care where no economist want to tell me say. Because when we go to road 2 pound a yam Dervan, they might tell me say $800 for 2 pound a yam. All cocoa when that team used to sell herself for 400. We don't say the joke because some of it. But until all of us as Jamaicans get together and realize that we have a responsibility, the children at school, some of the things where, sorry, what the people find them doing, it a go a long time, you know, Dervan.
Mm-hmm.
Them sex business, them girls that used to go to school without them underwear, you know. Long time, you know, cut out them skirt pocket. Them something when we sit on the front page of the Glean about some sex business. I don't know something. It a go on long time. You know why the school boys take on the young girls, the little girls, them? Because the big girls, them want the men outside with money. Yeah? They go after the outside men will have money. So the big one, the older school boys take on the grade 7, 8 set them. I know that long time. Something needs to happen into the mentality of people. And as God rightly said, until you touch the mind, all them programs you're going to waste money for. Waste money. That program was supposed to be carried by the school system at the upper section with the
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave it here though, Miss Mervis.
Because now me for the last thing I got to say in one sentence.
It's 4 o'clock, Miss Mervis. One moment, please.
At Wellington Dental, they offer cleaning, filling, whitening, and other services for the entire family. The time by Wellington Dental is
4 o'clock. Here is a financial literacy tip from your friends at Power 106 FM. Cut back on recurring charges. Do you subscribe to services you never use? It's easy to forget about monthly subscriptions to streaming services and mobile apps that charge your bank account, even when you're not regularly using these services. Review your spending for charges like these and consider canceling unnecessary subscriptions to hold on to more money each month.
Let us see from riverside to mountain.
Yes, Miss Mervis, go with the sentence now, please.
And thank you. Last sentence I was telling you. This year of national repentance, if it not start November, if the government and the people of Jamaica not take it serious and make we begin to use what God give it, it's going to be worse. So that every time you just skip it, you leave it, nation gets worse. And I don't know if we want anything worse than what is here right now. It no want no whole for money, you hear me? This thing don't want any whole for money. It just want the will of everybody to do exactly what the King of Kings, what we ask him to do in the national anthem. That's all he's asking us to do. Accept what he asks us to do. And thank you very much. And bless up to all the listeners. It's not going to work no other way. Sorry.
Thank you. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Derek Morgan says, my thoughts. Lately, I've been watching and reading several of our people blaming the PM, Holness, for everything negative that occurred in our island. It's time for us to do self-assessments. What are we doing to make our country better? Asks Derek Morgan. Thank you for your message, Derek Morgan. On where did that come in on? That was on Facebook. Violet White says, afternoon blessings, Sir Dervan and the global audience. Good afternoon to you, Violet White. Thank you very much for joining us as well. Good to have you on board. And let's see who else is hitting us up here. Also, Derek Morgan says, greetings and salutations to you, Mr. D, and your wonderful listeners. Great day in Philly. I am rejoicing and glad for this day. Please mark me present, says Derek Morgan. Consider it done, Derek Morgan. Jeannie Chambers says, good afternoon, teacher. Good afternoon, Jeannie Chambers. Thank you very much for your greeting and all the very best. Let's go over now to the text line, same as the WhatsApp number. I thought someone was holding on this line. I thought so. Maybe they got tired of holding. Sorry about that. This message says, good afternoon, Dervan. I don't understand why when the police shoot or kill gunmen and those causing mayhem to society, people demonstrate blocking roads, etc. Yet when those gunmen take innocent lives, everyone keeps silent. There are more than 1,000 lives each year being snuffed out, and very little, if anything, if any, demonstrate for those innocent lives. I truly don't understand, says, who is this now? This is H. Morgan in Birmingham. Thank you very much, H. Morgan in Birmingham, England, for your message. Maureen Grant Gauntlet says, good afternoon, Sir Malcolm and all your faithful listeners. Hope you're all having a blessed day. I'm on board and enjoying the ride. Take care. Welcome aboard, Marine Grant Gauntlet. Thank you very much for joining us here on both sides of the story, Horror 106 FM. David Crosburn has put through a call on our text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876 365 3346. Good afternoon, Mr. Crosburn. How are you?
Yeah, good afternoon, Sir Dervan.
Good
Thanks for
afternoon.
the opportunity.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity.
Anytime.
Indeed. I just overhearing Miss Mervis. And just to tell her not to be in despair, you know. In the book of Jeremiah, Jeremiah was preaching for over 30 years. And he wasn't successful. That's why he wrote the Lamentations. He lamented on his success. That's why he wrote the Lamentations of Jeremiah. And yet in Lamentations 3, he was able to write, I think it's Lamentation 3 and verse, somewhere about Lamentation 3 and verse 20 something. New every morning is thy love, you know. So in spite of you might not be able to be what you see as success, in spite of your efforts, don't be despair. Continue to do what is right. And, you know, Dervan, I cannot but say to you, you do not know, you never, ever, ever begin to understand the value and tremendous benefit your program is doing. And it might look simple. I tell you this, an experience I had over the weekend. You mentioned that Lady Elena Roosevelt and came to Jamaica in 1944. So I contacted the library. The library is up in Poughkeepsie, up in New York, Poughkeepsie. And I contacted the library just to compare notes what they have at the library. And would you believe, Dervan, they, in a very significant way, they omitted the information that that she visited and visited Vernon Field, and then from Vernon Field to King's House. The library, they don't have that information. However, I'm still in contact with them, and I was going to send you the reply and for you to just fill in some details on it. But I had some issues sending the email. But I'll send it to you because I want you to help me to just get some more details. Because on my research, I found out that not only did she go Vernon Field and King's House, but she also went down to Boys Town. She visited Boys Town on that visit as well, because it was a tour of the Caribbean, throughout the Caribbean. So she moved on from Jamaica to Trinidad, up to Guyana, Barbados, and some other areas when I dig down into it, you know. But my reason of really digging into it, Dervan, as we had mentioned more than once, she, more than anyone else, is responsible at the United Nations for getting the word reparation onto onto the United Nations record or appreciation of the word reparation. So it was after her husband, she's the longest serving First Lady. Her husband, FDR Roosevelt, died. The incoming president appointed her to serve on the United Nations Human Rights Council. And during her period of service, she came up with the word reparation. So out of that situation, Israel and all those other countries that benefit through reparation receive theirs. So I say this just to say it's a huge starting point for us to be appreciative of what she have done and work it from there. Thank you for hearing me and continue to be strong and do to all their listeners. Have a pleasant day and be good.
Thank you very much, Mr. Crosburn, as usual, for adding value to both sides of the story. All the best.
Indeed, thanks a lot.
It's been a pleasure. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for staying with us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Still taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. This one says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm, listening the program from New York on the farm. That's good to know. Thank you very much for taking a bit of a breather to listen to us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. And I believe this is Anthony. Thank you very much, Anthony, for your message. Devon White has been trying to call us as well. And he says, I am Christian storybook author Donovan White, Donovan439@gmail.com. White, may I speak to Miss Mervis? Or can she call me? And you have given us the number. We'll forward the number to you. In fact, let's try and do that right now. So we're going to send, this information is from Devon White. So we're going to transmit his information to Miss Mervis. But Miss Mervis isn't on WhatsApp. No, now that I'm thinking about it. She isn't on WhatsApp. So it would be just a matter of I wonder if her phone has the capability for text messages. I'm not sure either. She's not big on the technology. So, Miss Mervis, perhaps you could call us back if you're able to, if you're listening. Just give us a call back and we'll give you the contact information for Miss Mervis. How about that? Okay. All right, let's go to, there are others who are trying to get in. If you're not able to get on, especially if you're calling 365-3346, it just means the line is already engaged and you can keep trying. Luther Graham says, hello, Sir Dervan. I'm in class in front the Shoes Hospital in Mandeville. As always, keep up the good work. Thank you very much. And to the other fellows there, are they playing dominoes? Are they? Right. So, Miss Mervis, we are going to give you the contact number for Devon White, who is trying to get in touch with you. So we need your number. All right, Miss Mervis, over to you. Here's another message. Tell Miss Mervis to create the good news she wants to see. Tell Miss Mervis to create the good news she wants to see. This one now from MH in Albion, St. Thomas. Good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. In response to Mr. Coombs's question about the Goodyear factory in St. Thomas, Something is missing here. Pleased to inform you that the new Civic Center is under construction and also the highway. Thank God St. Thomas has waited long enough for improvement. MH Albion St. Thomas. Well, we're delighted to hear that, MH from Albion in St. Thomas, especially in a culture where we get a lot of announcements every single day, but then you can hardly count. Well, you can there you can readily count because it's so small the number of times that it actually comes into reality. That's the thing now. This one. So this is also let's take the break and come back.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
4:15. Save more on prescription, cosmetics, gift items, toiletries, and stationery at Biomed Pharmacy, 4 St. Hilda's Drive, Brownstown, 917-8464, and Main Street, Gale St. Mary, 975-8275. Biomed Pharmacy, for the service you expect, plus more.
Freedom, as all God's children should, with
Que hora es en español? Son las 4:16. Quelle heure est-il en français? Les 4:16. 现在几点了？4点16分。16 minutes past 4 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Have you had a checkup lately? If not, now is a good time. Let's not wait till we get sick to get a checkup. How about that? Checking in with more on your program, both sides of the story, Power 106 FM. Good afternoon to all the students listening to us, all the schoolers from the early childhood level to the secondary level. Trust you had a productive day of learning today. Hope you also managed to get in some physical activity, just as important as mental activity. As we always say, young people, socialization makes you educable. Education makes you trainable. Training makes you employable. And the right attitude makes you successful. Homework time, young people. And we see that this accompanied this message which was sent to us has with it as well a poster calling all dance fans and city slickers. The Jamaica Music Museum, JAM, presents Heritage Fiesta version 1. You'll be jumping to the sounds of Jam House of Joy, featuring your musical selector, Ronnie Jarrett, spinning original vinyls straight from the musical storeroom at the Jam Courtyard, Water Lane, between George's Lane and East Street from 2 p.m. until you say when. And this is scheduled for Sunday, the 29th of October. And we're told, set your watches, mark your almanac, and join us for Heritage Fiesta, security and parking, downtown Kingston, a UNESCO designated city of music. We hope it goes well. Although you have some people right now, all they want to do is to hot up the place. Not the kind of heat that we're going to put up with much longer. This one says, if Miss Mervis is calling Power 106 and complaining for over 30 years with no results, why does she keep calling? She needs to spend some days outside the PM office with her documents and stop wasting her time airing her documents to no avail. And that's that. Let's see who else we have here. 876-922-5400. 411-225. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Hello?
Yes, Miss Mervis.
This program belongs to the Most High God, you see? I didn't set it up. I have to follow him 24/7. That's why it has none of the no Facebook and all them things, you know. Not that me not want to set them up, but him don't want them. You understand? Truth and in fact, I would have set them up long ago. My family members, them abroad will want me on WhatsApp and whatever. I can't set it up neither. I have to find money and call them. And when I call a radio station, me never ever use any free anything. You know, what they tell me the nation mind need to be set free from freeness mentality. From way down the road, because we taxes pay for everything. And during that year of national defense, there's a massive education program supposed to go on. But people understand so them pay the political leaders. What is their responsibility and what the political lead? In fact, I was the first who started talking about job description in 2007 for the politician. It came from, a lot of the things came from right here. And I am not the person saying them. I am asked by the king of the national anthem, the Jehovah God of the anthem and the pledge, to say them to the nation. So those people, him said there's too much talking. Yeah. Need more action. So too much talking and criticism. That person who write that thing doesn't know what I have done out here. I run a reading program, I do motivation and talk in school, God know what else. There's a whole heap of things that send these things that try the Minister of Education, the Prime Minister now. All of them from down the road coming up. JTA, name them. I've been going to them and trying to get these programs, get them to take these programs. I am burdened down with it, financially and every other way. My house is full up a whole newspaper or something like a journalist place. I can't even entertain my family members in there. So unfortunately, some people think me a talk show person. It's a whole
Well, we want to pass on to you the name and number.
Well, Dervan, I hope those people are trying to get in touch with me. It's something they have to say about getting this nation going. Eh?
Well, that's for you to find out, Miss Mervis.
But me trying to tell them, say, anything out of that, right now, Miss Mervis don't have an interest. Because this
right, but the least you can do is to give them a listening ear.
But I'm putting this out there to say, although I counsel people, I do deliverance ministry, God knows what else. But I am very, very serious about the condition of this nation and what is going on in it, and I am under this pressure. God said the nation needs to come out of this condition. A nation under him can't stay so. So if it's not something we're going to deal with, getting some of these guys to understand them as human beings. You know what I mean? Getting
right.
the non-readers to read, getting the negative things attacking the negative conditions in the nation. If it is not something for that, you get me?
All right. Well, if you hang on, please. We have arranged for the number for you to get the numbers, the number and the name. Who wants to speak with you? All right. Hold the line, please. Let's continue with more on your program, both sides of the story, Power 106 FM. Oh, so the gentleman is actually on this line as well. You called in. All right. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, man.
Oh, this is you. Your name is Dervan.
No, man. I would never do a thing like that. I don't want to get nobody's phone number.
So I'm just wondering how we have your name here.
No, man. My name is David.
Oh.
Nobody will never ask me for my name.
Okay.
But
you're calling through. Go ahead.
I the only thing me like what Miss Mervis says, out of everything she say from I listen to her, the only thing I hear what she says sound to me sensible is when she talk about the Jamaican dollars need
to stop peddling the dollar.
Yeah, that's the thing I agree with her about.
Okay.
The religious thing I don't involve in those type of talking, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that can't help me. That can't help me right now.
Okay.
But the dollar thing, what you're talking about, I agree with 100%. Because a lot of Jamaicans don't really want to leave this island. Them don't really want to leave them family and all that and go abroad. But it's only through the US dollar is so strong here. That's why they're going abroad to get work, to earn the green bag, the greenback, and call it now.
So they call it, yes.
Yes, but what I'm saying to you, the salary in America is not good enough. It's just that through the US dollar strong in Jamaica, that's why it look like it's good. So I don't understand this Minister of Finance. People talking about that he is the best Minister of Finance and all that. And at the same time, he don't have the talent and he don't have the ability to strengthen the Jamaican dollar. He don't have the talent and he don't have the know-how to strengthen the Jamaican dollar. Because the dollar is getting weaker and weaker as the months and years go by. So we need to have the dollar strong, man. That the people don't have to run away to go get work and all that. You understand what I'm talking about?
We hear you loud and clear.
Yes. So, but what I call about still, you see, I hear people talking about a lot of buildings that go up and all that. Buildings that go up and construction going on and all that. It's not so that not really make much sense for the country to become first world, you know. Because when you go to Argentina is a well developed place when it comes to buildings.
Really? Tell us about it.
And Argentina is a very poor country at this time. It used to be a rich country, but the poverty rating in Argentina is very high. And it's not Argentina alone. Even when you go to Brazil, Brazil have the most street boys and the street girls in the world, the most street children. And Brazil is a well-developed place. When you get some certain area in Brazil, you see Walipa Highway and bridge and you know, big buildings and you understand? And Brazil supposed to have a lot of poverty. A lot of poverty in Brazil. And you have a lot of countries, you know, who are well developed when it comes to building infrastructure and those things, you know. And the poverty ratings is very high, you know, and the gap between the rich and poor in Brazil is wider than Jamaica. So the building thing don't mean nothing. That don't really mean nothing. What is important into a country is a system. When you can make the country have a good health system, right? And you have a good education system. You have a good security system. You have a good justice system. You have a good housing system. The tourism system is very good. If that make the country grow and those things, you know, and become first world, you know. It's not when you put up no concrete building and no cement and no steel and no concrete building, that don't mean nothing. Don't watch the pretty building and all that. Because behind the building you have a lot of poverty. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Because I went to Curacao already, and Curacao supposed to have Curacao don't have the poverty like what we have out here. And Curacao don't have them. Curacao don't have no highway and no toll road and a big this and a big that. So don't listen to the buyer talk about say this and that and that. And the tourism thing in Jamaica, I hear people wait the minister tourist. And I don't wait him because the amount of tourists we get per year is not that much. It is not much. Because Jamaica is a well popular country, you know. Jamaica is supposed to be the most popular country in the Caribbean. Right? Jamaica is the most popular country in the Caribbean, and Dominican Republic have 8.5 million tourists visit every year.
Hold a moment, please.
Jamaica, triumphant, proud and free.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
4:30. Power 106 FM, the digital sound, now reaching you in more ways. Listen to us on 106.1 to 106.9 on the FM band. You can also listen to us on the Power 106 FM app, which you can download on the Google Play Store or the App Store. Plus, listen to us on onespotmedia.com and the One Spot Media app, or log on to go-jamaica.com. Power 106 FM, where all views can contend, giving you powerful talk radio in so many ways, on air and online.
To the sea, our hearts salute Jamaica, triumphant, round and free.
¿Qué hora es en español? Son las 4:30. Quelle heure est-il en français? Les 4 time just changed. Il est 5h moins 29. Science, TDN le. Wu Dian Cha R Shi Jiao Fen. 29 minutes now to 5 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Do you know where your children are? Are they where they're supposed to be? Doing what they're supposed to be doing? It's a good time to check up on the children. Good time for us to continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Thanks for holding. Please continue.
What I was saying to you, in the good time 2019, when we never have COVID, Jamaican tourism market was around 4.something million tourists visit the island in 2019. Dominican Republic is 8 million. Up to this day, Dominican Republic is 8.5 million. And we have both about 3 million, 3.something million tourists. The Minister of Tourism need to step up and then play, man. You understand?
We hear you loud and clear.
Because if you have a nice capital city like Kingston, and we don't have a tourism industry in Kingston, we don't even have a cruise ship pier down at the waterfront, down at Kingston Mall. We don't even have a cruise ship pier down there. The capital city, or if you have a capital city and you don't even have a cruise ship pier down there. And all him talk about is tourism in the North Coast, Ocho Rios and Negroes. And Dominican Republic is not, Jamaica is a more popular place and more well-known place than Dominican Republic. And Dominican Republic have 8.5 million tourists coming in every year. Yeah? And we don't even have 5 million. So the Minister of Tourists need to get up from him lazy, so on, and do some more work, man. And the last thing what I'm going to say to you, you see, I know an Asian guy, you see, who live in Jamaica. I think he work with the Salvation Army. He tell me, say, Haiti to him is better than Jamaica. I don't know why I'm saying that, you know. So I ask him why the Asian them come on boat or come to Portland. He said no. He said the people them who arrange the trip from Haiti to Jamaica on the boat. Them trick the Asian and make them and tell them that them going to Florida. Hello?
Well, that sounds like information the police could make use of too.
In trick the Asian and tell them that they are going to Florida. And it make them come in Jamaica and trick them. And when the Asian them come in Jamaica, they don't really want to stay, you know. Tell me that. Florida, they really want to go. Miami.
Well, we've been hearing that for a good while now.
Eh?
We've been hearing that for a good while now.
Yeah, but you have some Jamaican now. I say, boy, the Asian them rather stay in Jamaica than Haiti. Not so. The Asian them leave Haiti trying to go to Miami, but sometimes them get tricked. And them think say the person who arranged the boat ride
will be taking him to Miami. And not in Augusta.
Well, I guess they will find out eventually. We have to wrap and move on. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, so cool, yeah?
All right, take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Live on your smart devices all over the world. Let's see. Isn't this the same person who called us a while ago? The call is, well, I guess we'll find out, but I guess we will find out. Let's go to this message. Hello, Dervan. I'm listening in every day, and I'm wondering, what are all our people so caught up with, and their focus is on the Bible and its contents? Have we forgotten the origins of the Bible? And it's sad that the folks who received the Bible didn't do so fast, free, didn't do so, something is missing. Anyway, didn't do so fast, free will. As a matter of fact, our ancestors refused the Bible and were whipped brutally to take it, some to death. And nowadays, folks are revolutionizing the Bible. That evil book that teaches killing, hatred, subordination, etc., was only we received freely to date, none other, and it is that same book. It is, sorry, something else just popped up here. Let's try again. It is that same book by which we lose the land and the seeds, and it is the cause of our destruction. Jesus is not real. That story is an illusion. There is proof that the fury, every now and then we stumble on something because it's not clear. The fury people among us that look like Jesus are laboratory creatures with human images and amalgamation. All right, thank you very much for sharing your perspective with us. Here's another. Dervan, good afternoon. Please tell Ms. Mervis that people have been speaking about job description for politicians long before 2007 on Moti and other talk shows. JC says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. Listening the program from New York on the farm. I think we read that already earlier on. And Franklin McDonald in Guelph, Canada, has shared with us a link, is claiming you can talk to God, a sign of mental illness, is the topic of this link. We also, Mr. McDonald has sent to us a link with a picture of Al Sharpton, who incidentally is in Jamaica. And who else is out there? This one. Driver in America has been trying to connect, but for whatever reason, not getting through because the line is engaged or some other reason, I don't know. And I think Voice of New York was also trying to get in, but again, the line was engaged, and there might have been something else, I don't know. This message says, I agree, tourism in Jamaica isn't as great as the minister portrays. Tourism workers need better housing solutions like the foreign house at Richmond. Somebody's doing a video call now. I can't take this video call right now. It has to be a regular WhatsApp call, not a video call. So just go straight WhatsApp, please. Sorry about that. And where were we? Right, so the person is saying here, I agree, tourism in Jamaica isn't as great as the minister portrays. The tourism workers need better housing solutions like the foreign houses at Richmond Estate. Kingston could use a cruise ship harbor. Indeed, great information. Thank you for your message. Let's see if this is the same person who we spoke with a short while ago. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Hello? No, must have redialed by accident, maybe. Let's go to the phone lines once again, 876-922-4112-5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, Brother Dervan. How is everything?
I am fine, thanks. Driver.
Yes, sir. Brother Dervan, I must say, first of all, Mr. Mervis, glad to hear you. I was just thinking the other day, I haven't heard you in a while. And your contribution in the first part was quite poignant. And it is that you step on the devil's toe while he has dispatched so many demons to contest what you were speaking about this evening. It is evident on your show, Brother Dervan. And what Miss Mervis was saying, basically, is something that I believe from a long time. Jamaica was divinely placed to define the new Africa. Marcus Garvey, the most significant Pan-Africanist, came from among us. And that is evident to it. That there's a battle of good and evil being waged upon our land, particularly. It could be said about many other lands. But Jamaica, this downward spiral that we're on, inferior leadership and that stuff, just on a tailspin down because the demons have been dispatched upon us to offset that divine destiny which is ours. That's basically what I'm saying, and I would like to comment on that.
Well, it's a function of what we stand for, what we believe in, and what how we share with others, and in relation to with a view to transferring information or data or thoughts or ideas. But
Brother Dervan,
yes,
we should not lose our spirituality enough. And that is what is happening to us as a people. The apple of God's eye. We are trying to articulate everything, and we know who we are, and we cannot remove ourselves from our anchor. That is what the devil desires. That is why our nation is in crisis. This is why we see this happening, everything that we see happening, and we're holding our hands up. You know, the whole thing globally has been the devil, since he was cast out of heaven, since he don't hung between God and man. That is his, he wants the glory. And we, weak people, because we're licky and we love the pretty things and the this and the that, which the Bible tells us about the road to destruction, have embarked on that and come hell or high water. It's a dirt. That it's not just the street people living like that, Brother Dervan. Many of us who think we're so elevated, even in leadership, have put our life in with the devil and materialism at the expense of what God intends for his righteous people. That is the battle that Miss Mervis is talking about. You know, when they say you throw the rock stone in the pen and you hear, you know, Whitley, the one who cry out is Whitley, those are the ones calling you and casting aspersions at this murder. It is God working. It's not just
Well, no, but the beautiful thing about this is that people of all stripes have an opportunity to express themselves, to express their religion or religiosity or whatever you call it, however they do it, and that is part of how you present yourself in a community which is naturally pluralistic, different strokes, different folks, different people, different ideas, different positions.
That is what we.
Hold a moment, please. One moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
15 minutes to 5 o'clock.
At Royal Medical Hospital, Clinic and Imaging Center, their highly skilled team is equipped to provide quality health care at an affordable price. General surgery, orthopedics, dermatology, general radiology, maternity care and delivery care, urology, and more. 10 Lewis Street, Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland, 876-955-3154. Royal Medical Clinic and Hospital, providing quality health care at an affordable price.
Let us sing from riverside to mountain, from cane fields to
¿Qué hora es en español? Son las 5 menos 14. Quelle heure est-il en français? Les 5 heures moins 14. 现在地点了5点加14分. 14 minutes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Good afternoon to all working Jamaicans tuned into both sides of the story here on Power 106 FM. It's a good time for us to ask ourselves, how productive have we been today? How productive have we been today? Yes, and so in any setting, anywhere in the world, you're going to have people expressing themselves differently and others similarly. And it boils down to the individual recognizing and knowing himself or herself and acting accordingly. We can try to share, we can try to beseech, we can try to encourage, and all the other things. But in the final analysis, it's an individual is going to either stick with his or her position or are going to be moved to go in a different direction, one way or another.
And that is what we call in inverted commas education, Brother Dervan, to give us that right. But that is a fallacy. The one order in this world. And, whomever, believe in what they want to believe, but there's one order, one God. Telling you that there's one God and there's no debate. I haven't even said Bible yet. Because somebody said, oh, that's something gifted to us. So I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go with God who, to look at yourself, your life that you're giving. Nothing is random. It is our God's word. And yes, we can go ahead and believe in everything that we want to believe in. But when we see the hell upon the land, don't complain. Because if we don't stand for something, we're going to fall for all kinds of things. And that is what is going on in our life.
Well, there are those of us who continue. We have been in the trenches all our lives and doing what we need to do and recognizing what we need to recognizing, and
Brother Dervan,
it's been happening.
because David tell you about how God inspired her, and I'm praying, I'm begging God for it not to be so. But I'm going to lick down a one right in front of everybody right now. I know what Jamaica said, and make everyone realize that he is God. Prepare for it. Prepare to hear about that one drop. Big one. Honorable one. That's all I'm saying, Brother Dervan. Because people need a sign. People are lost, and God is not going to let the set that the wicked rest upon the land, allotted to the righteous. Let's say reach your hand out to it. I will conclude with that, Brother Dervan, because we come from weak heart people and use our moral compass and all kinds of things go now. All kinds of things go. And, everybody sit down and say, yeah, man, everybody have a there's one God and one other. And he's going to show Jamaica a sign very soon, Brother Dervan. I love Jamaica. I do not wish to become a big God, no. But God said that's what's going to happen. God, the people need that sign. Blessings. One love.
Take care. Thanks for the call. Bye-bye. Okay. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Live on your smart devices all over the world. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Hello.
Hello, yes.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir, churchman, sir. Yes, sir, churchman.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Reason I call I just drink come and we were speaking about the Bible. And we were saying that when person said that they talk to God, that they are mothers or something like that. But so Dervan, I don't know that person, but I could tell that man that yes, we do talk to God and God talk to us. I don't know his experience, and he was saying the Bible is an evilest book. But I tell you the Bible, I don't know about nobody else, but it worked for me. It worked for me. I have an experience with God. I've encounter with him. So many people now turning away from God. And the result, you can see the result what you have in today, the crime and all these things that they were obeying the Bible. You won't have any violence, because the Bible teaches us to love one another, love your brother as you love yourself. And you won't have any crime if you're living according to the Bible. So I don't know what they're talking about. Yes, sir. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yes, sir. So I don't know what they're talking about. And these people that start this, I believe there are some evil people because without God, sir, without God and the mercy of God, I know Jamaica would destroy a long time because it's so wicked. Every day of murder and crime and all these things, but it's just the mercy of God. Why? Destroy us. So when people talk like this, they without knowledge. But I believe some of the time still the problem is the person that are representing God. They are the problems all the time because they make it look like say God not real. So maybe that's a problem why some person will speak this way. But for me, sir, and for many person, God is so real. If I could tell you about an experience the other day, I was looking on the internet where there's a gentleman over there in Israel. He was part of the Hezbollah. They teach him terrorism, and they were saying that they teach him to walk on the landmine and all these things. And he was a violent man, and he got in trouble and they arrested him, and he was in prison. But while he was in prison, he was there, but he said pray to Allah, and always pray and fast. So he said somewhere one night he was there, some man come in the prison. the man just a bright light, the man just bright. And he said, he go into a corner because he realized that this is God. And he said to himself, this man will come kill me. So he put himself in a corner. And while he were there, he said, Lord have mercy. And the person touched him and said, yes, I have mercy. I have mercy. And he asked him his name. And the person said, I am Jesus Christ. And he disappeared. So God is real, son. Many people has encounter with him. I have encountered him. So just to try if you weren't really receiving, sir. So you take care, Mr. Dervan.
Thank you very much for the call.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Here's another message. Good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. What this gentleman want the tourism minister to do, apart from advertising and promoting tourism? He can't force anybody to come here. And Donovan said he got disconnected while trying to call back. Sorry about that. And Horace, otherwise known as Spider, says that text you read about the Bible is closer to the truth than the Bible. The being that we call God are really extraterrestrial beings from another universe that is outside our solar system, that is hundreds of light years away from Earth and is millions of years ahead of mankind, says Horace, otherwise known as Spider. Alfred says Curacao is 8 by 13 miles, no rivers, seawater. Seawater is desalinated for domestic purposes. Most things in the supermarkets are made. Holland and Denmark, most days 4 cruise ships are docked in their ports. They have a vibrant free zone shopping, an oil refinery, a ship dry dock, and a small airport that is used by their military air wing. Cruise ship piers area downtown Kingston, and a few years ago, the floating cruise ship dock was opened close to Port Royal. And Franklin McDonald has sent us another link. And this one is asking, did Einstein really define insanity as doing the same thing over and over again? That's another message. Let's see if we can clear the others. We're almost out of time. Randy Williams says, also very popular with New Yorkers going on vacation. Parchment Babasu says, the so-called believers are trying to force their beliefs down our throats. Derek Morgan says, what good? Randy Williams says, the DR is a bigger country, as in the Dominican Republic. They have more hotel rooms. Junior Jabari, greeting everybody. Good afternoon. And thank you very much for tuning in. Can we thank you once again for the privilege of serving you on yet another edition of your program, Both Sides of the Story, for today, Monday, the 23rd of October, 2023. The moving finger writes, and having writ moves on. Nor all your piety nor wit shall lure it back to cancel half a line, nor all your tears wash out a word of it. All things being well, Both Sides of the Story returns tomorrow afternoon, 2 to 5. Till then, this is Dervan Malcolm reminding all of us that every day is an opportunity to do better than yesterday. Take care.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
5 o'clock.
News, comprehensive, powerful, and credible. Power 106 FM now presents a simulcast of Radio Jamaica's News at 5.
Good afternoon, I am Dervan. Coming up in the news segment of Beyond the Headlines, today, October 23, 2023. Health Minister Dr. Christopher